Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to another reading. This video is the first of a new series that we're doing here at The Way Out Tarot, and these will be weeklies. So going forward, they'll be on Sundays, but tonight I'm doing it on a Monday because I had the idea at the beginning of last week and the weekend just escaped me. But ideally, I would like to have these finished on Sundays for the week up ahead, and at the latest Monday. Give me about a 1 day grace period on getting these out, but we're gonna try these out. Someone said that they wish that we did weeklies because I only do one video per month for a sign, and sometimes there's some time in between those two videos. I just kind of let what I'm called to do leads me. But I've been trying to add some more structure there as well. So for the November readings, those are already coming out. And we'll, after this one, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program. And I'm thinking that one will be Pisces. And then Virgo after that. So this is a general read, and we're using different decks for this one, for the weekly. Let me show you what I have. So we're gonna use, since it's a general one, I think that oracles would be helpful just to really help you connect the dots and really figure out if I'm talking to you. But we're using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun for one of them. And we're also using, I guess it's an oracle, but it's a deck that I made. So this has signs, months, I think it has numbers, it has words or phrases. So I think that'll also be really helpful in helping you figuring out if it's your message. But pray about it, That's really how you should know if it's your message. Does it apply to you? And then we're using the Universal Tarot instead of the Rider-Waite like we're doing for the monthlies. But I'm gonna start with the oracle. This is the one that I made, and we're gonna look at these first. Like I said, I'm not sure how long this video will be, only as long as we need to get the message across. So it could be short, it could be long, but we're talking about the week ahead. And if looking at the oracles, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, then check out the personal for your sign. We got text me, gaslighting, infatuation, April, Virgo, new love, ghost, petty. If any of these are, triggering you, for lack of a better way of saying, well, I guess a better way of saying it is, if any of these are resonating, stick around. The letters Y and Z could be a person, place, or thing. How do you do the things that you do? Trust issues. Gemini. So a lot of Mercury on the table in terms of planets and energy. So a lot about communication. The letters G, H, and I. Someone's name, potentially. We got Leo and let go or be dragged. So we'll set these aside. And then we're gonna go in with the radiant sun. These are a little harder to shuffle. But we're gonna do, okay, that wasn't so bad. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Endurance, enterprise, principle. I want one more. Convention. All right, let's go in with these. So, if you're a Scorpio, then you should definitely be be watching this. So, Scorpio energy, first up, first out in the reading. And what are we talking about here? Do you remember that Banksy graffiti, or his artwork? I don't think we can really call Banksy graffiti, but there's this this artwork, this piece that he has of a homeless man, and he's sitting down. So Banksy is a street artist, for the people who don't know, or not street artist, but like he's anonymous. No one knows who he is, but he does graffiti, but it's actually artwork. So his pieces go for a lot. I feel like most people know who Banksy is, but anyways, so Banksy has this particular piece of it's a painting he did of a homeless man, and the homeless man is sitting on the ground and he's holding a sign, as most panhandlers do, and this one says "Waiting for change." And I think that that's the first major message that's coming through. And maybe you're in a position this upcoming week where your patience is wearing thin in several aspects of your life, and it's like your way of understanding things, your way of doing things is something that is being tested. And I think we should pull that Virgo card, because Virgo is all about the routine, and they're about the methodology. They're about any Virgos that I've known they're very consistent when it comes to what what they produce. They are thorough, they are vigilant, and they're going to do what needs to be done. So perhaps because this period that where you're wanting things to change, you're wanting things to be different, Wheel of Fortune, and just kind of waiting for that opportunity to present itself, you're also at the same time really eager to spend your time wisely. Like it's like you maybe feel like you need to fill in that dead air, or fill in that dead space where you're just waiting for things to occur, and you're just waiting for things to happen. So there could be someone who you're wanting to respond to you. You are wanting people to match your eagerness. You're wanting them to match your desire to move things along, to move things forward. And maybe you're being made out to seem as though you're a little bit aggressive, just because of how, passionate you are, and about how maybe strong you're coming on. Now, this doesn't necessarily, maybe it is coming off that way, right? But, what are you supposed to do? Apologize for being resourceful? apologize for being productive, apologize for being on top of it. So if you're doing that this week, I don't think that you should. In fact, I think that there are more than, a few people who are going to appreciate your follow through. They're going to appreciate your desire to focus on the shit that matters and focus less on the distractors, the things that keep us away from bringing about the outcomes that we want. So you're very forward thinking, you're very willing, and you're very able this upcoming week. And I think that's the type of energy that, you like being in that particular pocket. It's good for you. I think it'll, you'll feel like your talents are being devoted to a purpose. And I think that it does also kind of do this thing for your life where I just see your metabolism getting so much better. It's interesting. Yeah, maybe it's your metabolism or just your entire sense of self and your sense of well-being. All of those things really improving because your desire to work on your habits, distribute your energy more responsibly. Planning is super big this week. I also think that'll be super helpful. And you should absolutely fact check. Make sure that, the positions that you're taking, make sure that when you're communicating from a place of fact. You're communicating from a place of research, from a place of thought, from a place of enlightenment, and a desire to build bridges and, actually help. Be sure that you're presenting solutions rather than being the kind of person who really only focuses on the problem and only focuses on how they feel about the problem. So we should always strive to be a part of the solution and not be a part of the problem. And, it's really important that you keep yourself anchored, because I'm thinking about that gaslighting card that came out. It's one of the first ones. Where was it? Petty. That kind of fits. So, and G and H, I didn't mean for that, but that fell out. But gaslighting, petty, G, H, and I are what's really standing out to me right now. Like, there are going to be people who think that they think that you're doing too much. And I think that a lot of times doing too much to other people when you know that you're doing the right thing or you're going about something the right way is only really offensive or irritating to those people because they're insecure about how much they're doing. So we need to be really careful, and these ways in which they gaslight you into maybe thinking that there's some kind of issue with you. I don't think that there's anything wrong with having a bit of momentum behind you at this particular time of year. It's so easy to wind down because Thanksgiving is around the corner, or the Day of the Dead is around the corner, Christmas is around the corner. Whatever holidays or New Year's, whatever things you plan for and celebrate, it's a lot of family time, holidays aside, if you have a family that you typically congregate with. But there's a temptation to really ease up on the gas pedal because it's the end of the year. So, but those of you who rock with me and who are watching this video, you're not slowing down. And I think that this will be a really nice setup for the new year, for 2024. So just kind of understand that some people are winding down at this time of year, and maybe that's why they may not be delivering the way you expect them to, or meeting somebody didn't like that, or meeting you where you think that they should be meeting you. And okay, like, that's them, but like, you're not doing too much. There's nothing wrong with having ambition. There's nothing wrong with doing the work. I just think that you should, if you're gonna do it half-ass, then don't do it at all. So just, again, think about that Virgo energy and think about, Virgo and Scorpio, I think that they balance each other out in ways, and it's interesting how they're looking at each other. But we got Leo and Aquarius down here, but Virgo and Scorpio and Taurus, Virgo and Scorpio, it's like Scorpio wants the change to happen, and Virgo is so about the business. So you have these this is a very, this can be a useful time for you if you recognize it as that. I can't stress that enough. So put pen to paper. Endurance, I'm looking at that card too. Allow yourself to be enterprising. That's a lot of that, initiative energy that we were picking up on. This kind of creativity that you have right now, this charisma that you have right now, but you're grounded with the Principal Oracle card there. And you understand, is what I'm getting from this convention oracle, you understand that you need to rein in your ideas and to bring some kind of focus to it all. I hope this helped. And this was the first weekly, so if you fuck with this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, watch the ads if you'd like to support The Way Out Tarot, and check me out on Spotify. The Way Out Podcast is there. It's also on Apple Podcasts as well, but that one you have to add my first name to it, which is Tyson. I hope this vid finds you well, and I'll see you next time.